found the Ark. Our only chance of stopping him is a surprise aerial assault. Clear this sector of Covenant anti-air defenses. Make a hole for the Admiral's ships. Good hunting. He's out.
Okay. Well, I'll do my best. Oh yes. Hello everybody. Yeah, here I am again. First, the good news. Well, I hope it is. I'll know when I upload this to YouTube. Methinks I've sussed it on two fronts. I think I've sorted out a couple of things. One, whereby the last video I uploaded, I did obviously the commentary. I was surprised that all it was, well I say all, what it was the Gears of War gameplay that I did, the single player gameplay, and my voiceover talking about how my friend managed to get the Studio 11 editing software installed onto my PC, and no gameplay chat, no noises, no nothing. I thought, well that's weird, because it always did with the Pinnacle stuff that I had, Pinnacle editing software. I thought, that was weird. And also the tinny, echoey sound as if I was in a bathroom, or you know, in the toilet or whatever. And I think I've sussed them both out. What it was, or is I should say, with this, like everything else when it's new and it's alien to you, you learn, you're constantly learning anyway, or I am, and you make mistakes. And I hope you bear with me, people, while I learn by these mistakes. And there's 6 boxes, or whatever they are, on this left hand side of this Studio 11 Platinum editing suite thingy-me-bob. And it's like, you know, video, voice, music, video, voice, music. So it's like 2 sets of that, if you like. And there's a thing at the top that says show me, so you can click on it at any time and it gives you this list of stuff that it'll show you briefly of how to do certain stuff, like editing, removing certain clips out of the stuff that you've captured, reducing it down in size, and how to do audio over top for stuff, and editing, putting writing clips in and what have you, you know, stuff like that. Anyway, and I thought, well, how the hell, so how do I do a voiceover? And it showed me, oh yeah, no worries, press record. But what I was doing was I was clicking record over the same piece of stuff that was already recorded. So it's like recording over the chitter chatter and stuff that was already on there, the noises of the guns and different things, and the enemy voices. But underneath there's another box for that. So I think I've sussed that now. Doing voice on the box underneath, and so far it is recording in a voice audio level sound thing of its own. And the echoey sound that I was getting before was, I've got the recording my voice through the Turtle Beach P11s that I've got plugged into the PC, and the playback is through the stereo speakers that I've got plugged into the PC. And before, when I uploaded the last video, I still had the speakers switched on, turned down obviously. And when I had them on today, I was listening to some video stuff, making sure everything was alright. And then when I was doing this, just a while ago, this morning, I did a video, which I've had to delete, I'll tell you why in a bit. And I was listening to it, and I thought, hang on, that sounds tinny again, and how can I fix that? And it was only every time I spoke I thought, Ah, that's it. That's why it sounds tinny and why I'm in a bathroom. In a toilet and whatever. In a big, huge tin. It's because I've still got the speaker switched on, so it's like I'm talking into my headset, through my headset in PC. But it's also coming out of my speakers, which you're getting that sort of echoey effect, if you like, that split second delay, which is making it sound all echoey. So I've turned my speakers off for this one, so hopefully that should sound okay now. I guess I'll find out when it's uploaded. So there we go. I think we're sorted on those two fronts. The only other stuff I need to get used to now is how to, I don't know, slow things down and have a play and everything. That will come in time. I'm not too fussed about that. I'm just learning the basics at the minute. How to get the commentary right with the video itself and the noises from the video. Now I've turned the volume down on the audio from the video, from the captured stuff, down to minus 15 decibels, and mine's I've left it where it was already preset to naught, so it should be okay. But again, I shall have to play with that as we go along. But for now, if I get the basics right, learn the basics, you know, get the video right, get the audio right from the video, and get my audio right. Once I get on top of that, then the rest should fall into place. And like everything else, practice makes perfect, doesn't it? So we'll get there, won't we? Like everything else. So, my gripe today, I always seem to be griping, don't I, lately? I hope you don't go, oh, bugger him, he's always moaning. I'm not. I don't, honestly. But there's a thing today. I've got to go for this medical. The government, bless them, in their wisdom, have decided that certain people on this certain benefit have to go for a medical. But you need to know just a little bit of my background before I tell you about that medical. It's a very short one, don't worry, I'm not going to bore you. I promise not to bore you. In 2002, I had an accident at work, and it was quite a bad one. I injured my back quite severely, as it turned out at the time, and I spent a good few months off work, and in fact it led up to like around about 18 months. 18 months after the accident, they sent me for an MRI scan, and what that scan showed was that the damage from the accident had cleared up, but the reason I was still having problems was I've got what they call a degenerative spinal disease, and I'd also got seven or eight damaged discs. And I was gobsmacked. I mean, I'd never heard of this degenerative spinal disease. I mean, I'd obviously heard about discs, and I knew that I would have damaged discs eventually because I've driven lorries, heavy goods vehicles for 30 years, all through Europe, you know, Germany, France, Denmark, Sweden, Holland, for many years, and mainland UK. So I knew I'd have damaged discs, but degenerative spinal disease, double Dutch to me, ain't got a clue, cock. Not a clue. When he explained it to me, I thought, oh crikey, yeah, you know, your spine crumbles away. But it depended on the rate of degeneration, and they'd worked out that with mine, the rate it was degenerating would be that within 10 years, he says, you will be in a wheelchair permanently, and probably, if it carries on at that rate, you know, you will be bedridden not so long after that. And I thought, hell's bells and buckets of treacle. Thank you, Mr. Sunshine. But anyway, that's like I say, that's not why I'm on here. Why I'm on here. I'm on here to say that, as I was saying, our government, in their wisdom, in the UK here, have decided that I had to have this benefit, incapacity benefit, and it's not a lot. It's not a lot. It's topped up with what they call income support, so it's okay, you know, you can get by on it. And because I was classed as disabled as well, they said, no way will you ever work again. And I'm not able to work anymore. And so I get disabled, but I get disability living allowance, which is okay. It's you know, it's no big amount. We do okay by it, me and our lass. You know, we're okay. We'll never be rich, and we can't always spoil ourselves. But so maybe once every couple of months we can sort of go out and have a nice meal or whatever. I'm not complaining. I'm not. But yeah, we're all right. We do okay. But it's getting bordering on harassment now, because over the years they've called me in every now and again for these bits and pieces, and then they say, oh yeah, oh, you get disability living allowance, the higher rate as well, because you need care 24 hours. Oh, we shouldn't have called you in for an interview. We're very sorry. Go home. Bastards. They do it just to get the numbers on the bloody sheet, so that government say, oh yeah, you've interviewed these many people, or you've had this many people in. Well done, pat on the back. Here's your bonus. It's a load of old bollocks. But anyway, they've decided that anybody on this incapacity benefit now, they've got to go for a medical, because they've changed it. It's not called incapacity benefit anymore. And it's called, what's it called? Employment something allowance. Can't remember what the S stands for. I don't really care anyway. And if you get that now, anybody who's already on this incapacity benefit has to go for a medical. Even if you're on this blooming disability living allowance. And I rung them up and I said, you're picking on us again. It's always the old and the disabled. Because I know people, friends of mine, and people who live around me that are on this incapacity benefit, and they're not disabled, and they're walking around and they go running, they play football, and they've not been called for this bloody medical. Can you work that out? Right? They've not been called for this. I mean, they will be eventually. Everybody has to go. Doesn't matter how old you are, or you know how long you've been on it, or where you live. They'll have to go for it. But it's always the same, just like before. Throughout these last few years, I get called in, and it's bordering on harassment, in my honest opinion. And it's just my honest opinion, and it is an honest one. It's bordering on harassment. They get the numbers down. They call on the ill, the sick, the old, and the disabled first. Then they go for the rest. Always the same, always has been, and it always will be, and it pisses me off. I don't mind going for them, and you know, it's just, treat everybody the same. So I shall go for this medical, and I know what's going to happen. They'll pull me, push me, poke me and prod me, and then I shall spend about a week flat on me back in bed. But never mind. Never mind. Come see, come ça, c'est la vie. Eh? Oh well, I'll let you know how it goes. Until then, everybody, happy gaming, and as always, take care of yourselves, and just be careful. Bye bye everybody. Bye bye. Bye. Watch this. Boom. Bye. Till the next video.
Well done, Chief.